But back in another video, June 26th next year, Wallace open. Let's jump into the video. So guess what? We freaking won! Yay! I can't believe this because Heads of State movie was an original movie starring John Cena and Idris Elba become the fourth most watched movie on Prime Video. Is this a better streaming numbers than Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon movies? Including director's cut? Hell freaking yes! This is one of the best surprise, and this is the most amazing numbers that the people want that watch this movie than Zack Snyder's web of crap movies on Netflix. And I think because this movie is a way better, that the better storytelling, better dialogue, better heartbreaking moments, and better the action sequence. That unlike Hack Snyder did with web of crap movies over on Netflix. So I think the reason that I trust Prime Video, unlike Netflix, because since after the failures like Army of Dead, Rebel Moon franchise, and yes, it was canceled, so deal with it, and the god awful animated series that is Twilight of the Gods. So I know that it was a disappointment because look, Zack Snyder is a hack, and I really know that he's a terrible director. But this movie is way better. It was produced by none other than Peter that goddamn Safran, because 2025 was belonged to Mr. Safran. They got the box office hit at the hit, unlike Hack Snyder, because between the Monkey was got a limited release on distributed by Neon over the co-financed by Black Bear Pictures. This movie and especially James Gunn's Superman movie was week after the massive box office hit success. And look, many a Snyder cultists like, oh, this movie's already flopped because Man of Steel was already becoming the highest, still a highest score system. Screw you. No one watched Man of Steel because James Gunn's Superman movie had a better box office numbers than Man of Steel. I trust James Gunn, unlike Hack Snyder, because you need to move on. Quiet harder, Snyder Bros. But this is a better streaming numbers than the Zack Snyder's Rebel crap movies. So, according to the deadlines or reporting, so here's his statement. The Leon Nasrura, yes, he's Russian, directed action movie Heads of States has clocked into the north of the 75 million worldwide Prime Video viewers since the 2nd July launch. It came out, and it's written out, the date came out a week before the new James Gunn Superman movie. But the rest is June 11th. But still, we can't tell you first. That makes the fourth most watched Amazon NGM Studios film of all time on Amazon's OTT service. Wow, this is going to be the best movie in my life. This is the more like I think Head of State's sweet art hashtag campaign was already successful because of this movie, and especially the new James Gunn Superman movie was all the breaking the box office records. It is becoming a worldwide. Yeah, the international numbers didn't so well, but still, it is did well in domestic. Even the MCU Fantastic Four movie didn't work underperform the box office because of Petro Pascal debacle fiasco thing. But still, I think there's a David Korsfeld is way better actor than Petro Pascal. Deal with it. So let's continue on. The pick ran to behind the Dwayne Johnson's Chris Evans action film title, Christmas action title, Red One, with from Jake Kasdan. Yeah, nobody saw it. It flopped. Who cares? Because Dwayne Johnson is still an idiot. Where is the Prime Video's most watched Amazon NGM feature title of all time? And while they extended the month of numbers that were never made public, Red One clocked 50 million Prime Video views into the first 4 days. He also received the theatrical release. Of course, he had said once $86 million worldwide. Yeah, it was a flop, but yeah, nobody. It was a box office failure. Even the God marketing. This is a release in Christmas, but who cares? Nobody saw it went wrong. Especially Dwayne Johnson was an idiot, and Chris Evans. Yeah, he was probably people to see the cameo in the Deadpool and Wolverine. So was a better film. The second most watched Amazon NGM movie on Prime is the Ben Affleck. Oh, I'm sorry, Bud Affleck and John Bernthal. The Arcana 2 with 80 million worldwide views over the first 28 days. That Gabriel O'Connor directed action dramedy also went to the big screen and grossing $103.2 million on the global box office. Yes, it was a disappointment. But it was a flop. But no one cares. Nobody's watched the Colin 2 in the terms of box office. Because Bud Affleck was still an idiot, and after the Bud Flick debacle. So yeah, I think that movie. But Red One was a better film. And the third was the Skydance accuracy of the more one. Dude, first off, this is not to do with the Skydance and Paramount merger. This is not to do. This is in the time that this is came out 2021. It stars and it's right now it stars everyone's favorite likely person that James Gunn would gave them famous was Pratt. But yeah, Tomorrow's War is a good okay film. I liked it. But unlike the Bud Affleck the Icon 2, this and especially the Red Rum good was a better film by the way. Um, the Twilight War is pretty much that okay film, but I always really love this movie. So anyway, to continue on, this movie will also land the number one spot on the Nielsen movie chart during the debut week of the 1.098 million minutes stream, and was on number one on Prime Video for 4 straight weeks. So this is what a fun! Between the new James Gunn Superman movie, break the box office records. This movie got a lot of breaking Prime Video most watch breaking streaming numbers records for 4 straight weeks, and is still ongoing. This is probably the best day ever, and honestly, you can thank everyone at Amazon NGN Studios team, and especially the mastermind producer, was a general producer, was unlike Roy Lee and Jason Blum was Peter Safran. And between this, honestly, I respect Peter Safran is a better producer than Zack and especially her wife Deborah Snyder, because I trust Peter Safran and her wife is not Deborah Snyder, is Natalie Safran. Yeah, he appeared like in different kind of DC projects, but formerly known as DCU, aka Dead Universe thing. But I think Peter Safran were my proud of this movie, and especially James Gunn's Superman movie, and especially the upcoming film, the Conjuring film, which will be a final one. But and honestly, I can't believe this. This is one of the best hot surprise of all time in the movie entertainment hit industry. I trust Peter Safran because of this movie, and James Gunn's Superman movie was already a huge success. But another action comedy film which came out at the same time was the Naked Gun movie. As you can see, over of Joe Russo narration had a tweet, because if you don't know, Joe Russo was to be the mastermind behind to become the what refer the Lex Luthor's monkey bots from Gunn's Superman movie. Yes, spoiler alerts if you've seen that movie. But this year it's funny, and the Naked Gun movie was gone maybe reboot remake that came out that a week ago, but before the Paramount and Skydance merger was deal completed, that someone made a tweet, and so Russell made a tweet, said right here, there's a picture of you as the Naked Gun reboot poster right here as Liam Neeson and Pamela Anderson of Baywatch fame, because I haven't seen it. I mean, he's popular in Germany, no less. And he said a tweet and would say, about to watch the 85 minutes to you picture. We won the war, make movies shorter. Bam. And someone and someone literally made a post right here and respond and say, every so often this dude posted a real picture of himself, then the AI people makes all the more sense. Dude, this this picture is real, not AI, not fake, not photoshopped. You are the Lex Luthor's monkey bots. You are delusional. I think Joe Russo is going to block this tweet because he's a Lex Luthor's monkey bots. And sure, that made no sense because runtime are shorter. Like this movie is had in almost 1.5 minutes long, 1 hour and a half minutes long. So the difference between Head of State's movie was also gonna happen almost 2 hours. And yeah, almost a runtime as a James Gunn Superman movie because Peter Safran both produced this film, these this film and of course James Gunn Superman movie. But still, I would say I think Head of States is more successful than Zack Snyder's Web of Crap movies on Netflix. I trust Prime Video because I noticed many good content portraying the film and TVs, and they also bought the cult NGM Metro Gourmet to a to a verge of bankruptcy in many a times, and now his legacy will live on as in the Amazon NGM Studios. But between I like to say, I think there's a lot of content between on Prime Video. There's the Boys, there's the Marvelous Miss Marvel with future pre Lois Lane himself, Rachel Brosnahan, and then other series like Fleabag um, and then of course Fallout series with um, yeah with some Hack Snyder's good friend Ellie Buller, whatever the name is, but still, I like to say this is pretty much that I don't know that between this movie and this one, action comedies are back in business because this is when we turn into different. And I gotta say, 2025, like I said in the intro, 2025 was belong to Mr. Peter Safran. Like this, because the hashtag in Peter Safran we trust was a good people loved. And I love Peter Safran. I trust Peter Safran. He's a producer of many DCU, co-heads of DC Studios with James Gunn because he's a producing partner for over on Warner Brothers, formerly known as Warner Brothers Discovery because they split the two companies. One is Warner Brothers and one is Discovery Global. But yeah, this sounds like the latter was straight for copy from Paramount to Global. That's the same code. That's the similar name. But now Warner Brothers is our company, but especially the our mastermind David Sassov. So thank you, Mr. Sassov. We trust him. But still, I think Peter Safran is a better producer than Zack and Deborah Snyder's production company. But this under the production and this happened in production company, the Safran company are still winning. You have a bunch of projects between the DCU and not DCU projects on the way. But I think to say thank you, Mr. Safran. You deserve it. You are actually deserve it. We freaking won. Amazon NGM are winning because they're focused on the better projects and better community that any other, unlike say Zack Snyder and wife Deborah, and especially the other general producers like Jason Blum and Roy Lee. He had a production company called Medical Entertainment who did produce the Minecraft movie from Warner Brothers because Chicky Chucky meme, of course. But still, I gotta say this is a turning point of the entertainment industry because I believe that Peter Safran are one of the entertainment industry for the producer of the year. This is might be an award from the award shows might be producing like it might be getting a Hollywood Walk of Fame or maybe got an award of the extended award from the best producer of the producer Goods of America. So thank you, Peter Safran, and thank you to cast and crew for made this movie from possible. John Cena, Idris Elba, Pacheco Coppola, and our friend Jack Quaid from The Boys fan, because 2025 was belonged to Jack Quaid between Companion, Novocaine, and this movie. So thank you, and everyone at Amazon NGM Studios, and especially the Safran Company. You are deserved. If this movie is better than the Zack Snyder's Rebel Moon movies, and especially other movies like Dominated Dead, and especially the God animated Trial of the God series that nobody watched because this is winning. I think that Rebel movie franchise is dead for now, but this Amazon NGM are still winning. So yeah, thank you. I would say Head of States is much better movie than Rebel Crap movies over on Netflix, especially director Scott. Iris, the charming between Cena and Elba are amazing, and industry enough, he worked before in the Suicide Squad. Yes, the box office flop, COVID, HBO Max day-to-day release movie was produced by the co-heads of future co-heads of DC Studios, Peter Safran, along with James Gunn, who's red in this movie, red in that movie, and also the creator of the Peacemaker series, which came out. Season one was already success, got renewed this August on HBO Max. So can't wait. Unlike and still, Twilight of the God series sucks, but Peacemaker series is way better. And so has the States movie or Prime Video. So yeah. I think I say this movie are amazing. And this hashtag has the state sweep are successful, and so hashtag in Peter Savage we trust were gone becoming a successful too was now a live on forever. So take it out, Mr. Hack Snyder. So that's the video for today, and man, oh man, that movie's a man. That was a long video, and I forgot to mention that Nas Hooter was also come has also come on board to direct of the Amazon NGM Studios Roadhouse 2, starring Jake Gyllenhaal, who is reprising his role as Dalton. So we'll wait and see. And the first one was directed by Don Blankman, but the second one was pretty much originally went to Guy Ritchie, and I heard that Dave Bautista will be starred, but he dropped out for created deficits, but the last order was brought on board. But am I released in theaters? Who knows? But still, Head of States was a turning point, along with James Gunn's Superman movie, was a turning point of the Peter Savage's career. And we know, hashtag in Peter Savage with trust. Indeed. But still, thank you. So yeah, this is the longest video ever. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like, share your friends, hit the notification bell, and if you watch my channel, thank you. If you would love the, I posting on Red so many anti-Snyder content on my channel. So please feel free to subscribe. And then a reminder: Snyderverse is dead. Move on. Wallace open. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. And remember, hashtag Head States Woo!